Are we rolling? I guess we are. Well, ladies and gents, it's happening again. Wanted to actually spend some time and talk to you guys once again about what's going on. I know I haven't posted many videos recently. I know I haven't said anything as far as what's going on. Sorry. But I'm leaving Florida. Things have gotten pretty nasty for me as of recently. And, you know, it's one of those times where it's come down to a man has grown up in his life, needs to be independent, and needs to strike out on his own. I've reached that point in my life. Everybody knows there's that time in their lives where they need to reach that. And I have struck that area, basically. Basically, recently, what's been going on is I've been looking for a place of my own. As of recently, working constantly, which is why I haven't been making a lot of videos for the past month, actually. I tell you what, it's not easy to do any of this. And I go by this saying, life's a pain. Life's a pain, and we all know it. If it's easy, then you're not trying. And that's a true fact. Life is a pain in the tail. So, this is the point in my life where it's becoming a severe pain. And it's getting harder and harder. And at the same time, this is where things get rough. The current job I have, or did have as of yesterday, basically yesterday was my last day at my previous job. I had to quit in order for me to move because I couldn't transfer. So, basically, this is me going off on the deep end with you guys. A lot of people do this, and a lot of people don't. At the same time, I'm not one to necessarily talk about my problems, but at the same time, everybody goes through it. So, it's kind of one of those times. Plus, not only that, am I moving, but a few weeks, there are cats fighting in the background. I don't know if you guys can hear that. Actually, no, those are frogs. Those aren't those aren't cats, those are frogs. Anyway, I'm getting off track. My grandmother passed away a few weeks ago. It's hit a very, very hard spot for me, because me and my grandmother were very close. Again, I'm not one to talk to a lot of people or post my problems on the internet or anything like that. But My grandmother's passing has really changed a lot for me. A lot of things. Some days I wish she was still alive. Some days I wish that I could speak to her again. Sometimes I wish, or I think, that she's still alive. And it keeps me going. But then I wake up and I realize, oh, that's right, I can't call her to tell her how my day is going. That's another thing that's going to be hard for me once I get up there. Because I lived with my grandparents for 2 years. 2.5 years. That's going to be the hard thing for me, is knowing that my grandparents aren't going to be there. My grandfather is moving from Texas to down here because he cannot support himself. My grandmother was always the one to help support him. But now that she's gone, my mom is going to be taking care of her. Him. Which means he won't be in Texas. And yes, I am moving to Texas to be on my own. You know what? Let's get off this deep end here. I do want to say one thing real quick. Up. Come on, dog. I want to thank you guys so much for sticking through this with me, through all my adventures, through all the thick and thin stuff, watching all my shows, enjoying the entertainment. I am not closing this show whatsoever. As a matter of fact, I'm going to be doing my hardest and working even harder to get this into the dream or the idea that I've always had. I've always wanted to do YouTubing ever since I was a kid. I even had a small Canon camera, and I would bring it around with me whenever I fished in the backyard or whenever I went on my little fishing adventures. I just never knew how to actually upload it on YouTube. So I always kept it on my camera and watched it myself, and entertained myself. Sometimes I laughed at my own videos. Sometimes I'm like, man, that was so stupid. Why did I do that? But then again, it's kind of like, at the same time, everybody reminisces about something. Shut up! Gosh. Everybody reminisces about something. And it's always good to have those memories. But again, I've always wanted to do YouTube videos, fishing videos. As an entertainment thing, I always enjoyed bringing my camera around, going fishing. I've been fishing ever since I was 2 years old, guys, and I'm 21 years old. Okay. And you know what? Here is a challenge for you guys. Not for me, but for you. I want to hear y'all's how can I put this? What was your childhood drive? Or what was your childhood hobby that you would constantly do every day and probably still do to this day, but it was something that always kept you moving, always made you happy, whether it be fishing, drawing, singing, making music, writing music. I don't care what it is, whatever your drive is, post it, okay? And I guarantee you, I will read every single little messages you guys got from me. And let's see, what would be the reward of that challenge? I can't at this current time say that I will send one of you guys up to meet me or to fish with me, but I will do this for you guys. On my next video, if I see the most inspiring or most driven hobby that I can find, I will definitely say it in my next video, and I will post you. I will say y'all's name in the video for you guys. That's the best I could do at this moment. I do apologize. This is how tough it is for me at this point. This is how difficult it is for me. But you know what? It's enough of my rambling, and I just wanted to give you all an update of what's going on with my life, what's going on as far as the videos, and what's going on as far as fishing in general. I am still fishing. I've been fishing non-stop. To be perfectly honest, I do apologize. Every single time I wanted to bring you on my adventures, it has been raining constantly. Like, it's been raining for the last 2 weeks. It has been driving me nuts. I'm like, oh, why can't I bring out my camera? I want to bring out my camera and show you guys what I'm doing, but I couldn't because it was raining. But, well, it was nice seeing you guys again. I do appreciate y'all's support, and if you could, and if you haven't already, please subscribe down below. Hit the bell so that you can get a notification whenever I post a new video up. And if you could, send in those hobbies or those driven motivational drives. And I will see y'all out on the water. Have a good one.